On the chart like a priest in the zone, praying to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's holy promo, sacrifice fiat, sun in the pump, altars of alpha, wallets get plump, lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, and I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains, light up the sky, burn off our chains. Bring us the gains. Eyes wide shut, undivine with the play, spirit in sync with the market's phase. Confluence hit, I go full send. Lambo dreams that never end. Fibonacci carved in stone, sacred trend lines, bullish tone. Chart prime whispers in my ear. Take the trade, release the fear. Burn the down, cleanse the wick. Let the dip be real quick. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains. The bulls break all our chains. To the moon with crypto flames. Oh moon gods, bring us the gain. Eyes on the chart like a priest in the zone, praying to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's holy promo, sacrifice fiat, summon the pump, altars of alpha, whales get plump, lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, now I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains, let the bulls break all our chains. To the moon with crypto flames. Oh moon gods, bring us the gain.
Good. Excuse me. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. That's not gonna do it. No. What happened to? There we go. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? I've got to pick different colors and stuff, I guess. That's fine. We'll keep it like this for now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What a wonderful day. Let's just go ahead and get to the charts. And then we'll get to the chat in just a second. Hope you guys had an amazing Thursday. It is Thursday, August 28th, 2025 at 9:03 Central Standard Time. Let's go ahead and go over to the chart because I want to share this with you guys real quick. There we go. That's the right one. So we failed to hold. We were talking about this last night. We failed to hold the highs here. Said came back down, back test, pushed off, and now we have broken below this upwards trend and closed the candle on the hourly. We still have about another we've got another 2 hours before the 4 hour could close below that same level. So now now that we've broken through, we want to come down. Let's go down to the 5 minute. We broke through on the 1 hour. We want to see this come up. Let's pull a fib from the high here, come down to the low. There we go. So typically we would get at least a 50% retrace. We could just come up to the 382 because we do have a low right here. So of this little whole range here, we broke down. So we could see it reject from there, or we could see it come back to the 50 or even all the way back to a golden pocket. But the point is, As long as it's along this line and we reject from it, then we will want to look for more downside. So I'm thinking probably more downside. I was getting kind of bullish last night. Of course, we did have the move up overnight, and then it was just chop for the first half of the day, and then we've just been moving down ever since then. So if we want to be bullish, we want to get back above these highs over here, and that's it. We want to get back above these highs. But for now, we look for the back test of 111,966. This line right here, let's zoom this out, is this low over here of this previous range. So, yep, we did get a daily close back inside of the range, but it wasn't with conviction for one, and for two, we failed to hold the low, the range low. So we've fallen back out. So Bitcoin basically has more work to do. But we could come down as low as this 108,243. That is a measured move of this consolidation range. I just took from the lowest point up to the high and then just put that on here. And that's how I got that level. So we'll see if that plays out. Do have these equal highs over here that I was pointing out in the Discord for the students. Make sure you check out the Discord, link in the description, pinned also in the chat. What's going on, guys? Where is everybody? Jeez, it's a slow night. People are upset, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But this low has really been a stickler here, okay? And a lot of selling above that low. So we've got I think we might come and flush out all these lows in here, and then we can start working on a potential reversal. Of course, if that does come down, we could put in a bullish divergence where we put our price action puts in a lower low and our oscillator puts in a higher low. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for or potentially seeing on the chart. Now, we do have this little consolidation range right here in this, this is a demand zone. So I would like to see us just get a bounce off of the demand zone. Even if we have to come into it, I want to see us come back out of it. That'd be fantastic. We do have an order block over here that we can, it's a 1 hour order block that just comes right below this low right here. So that's definitely one of the levels that we could see a bounce off of. Let's pull a fib from this low to this high. It's right below the golden pocket, right above the 786. So it's in that sweet zone. So we got that. Let's take a look at the fixed range volume profile of this range. Any day now. Hello? Do you want to load? Hello? Are you broken? Did I lose internet? Am I still here? Oh, I'm a silly person. I'm going to have to go to a chart that does volume or has volume on it. All right, let's take a fixed range volume profile. All right, so yeah, we do have a high volume node here, and we do have a lack of volume here, big imbalance here. So, and we do have a value area low right down here, 4 hour fair value gap. That's an old 4 hour fair value gap from right here. So we could potentially see a bounce higher than these lows as well. So I would just be looking for a bounce in this general vicinity over here. Push higher. And if it decides to go lower, then a push. Either way, I do think that we're probably going into reversal territory. But also want to keep everybody's heads on a swivel because we still have not taken out any significant highs yet. So we're still in that iffy zone. So we just want to be cautious. Our momentum on the 4 hour is back below the 50. Meaning that there's no strength that's showing weakness. So come down to the 1 hour, same thing, below the 50 and below the moving average as well. Potentially could see a pull back up to this point of control. Maybe even just these lows. And then roll over down here and just sweep these lows. Come back down into this demand zone where we pushed out of. Okay. Come back down, sweep all these internal range lows, and then get the bounce to the upside. So that's very plausible as well. So we just want to see the bounce, and then we can get a. So this is on the 1 hour. So we would want to come down to the 5 minute, and then see that market structure shift. So if this comes up here and then rolls over, we want to see that shift in the market structure on the lower time frames and getting back above that point of control and getting above that value area high. That will be crucial for any chance of a potential reversal. What's going on, everybody? How you doing tonight? Alexandra G, the mod boss, mod queen, the mod god. Thank you for being here, Alexandra G, and pinning that Discord link in the chat. I do appreciate you and all the work that you do for us and myself. Well, and us, but yes, and myself. What's going on, Alexandra G? Good evening, Harp. Hope you're rocking out with the metal horns. I'm pretty sure you probably are, although, oh, wait, yep, there they are. There's the metal horns. Okay, I was wondering. Like, see, we got Team Never Sleep in here. That's how it goes, right? That's how we do it. We've got Duality C, as always. Thank you for showing up, as always. Duality C, I do appreciate you, my friend. We've got Melissa, One Love. How you doing, Melissa? Hope you're doing well. We were going over those equal highs and equal lows in the Discord. So, yeah, she had some questions, and I was happy to answer. So, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Put me to use. Let's see. Thank you for being here, Melissa. Duality C, Retro Mike Tech. What's going on, RMT? How you doing? We've got Trade Intuition in the house as well. What's up, T.I. Joe? Bingo and a bango. Thank you for being here, my friend. We've got Jesus Saves 77. God bless you. Jesus Saves. Thank you for being here as well. Good evening to you all you beautiful people. So yeah, we can see this high volume wave, as we call them here on the channel. High volume wave here. So I want to see if we can get that bounce. But right now, I would say we are bearish, at least the immediate short term. And to look for, and I will be looking for a retrace in here. Whoop. Be looking for a retrace in here and then a continuation down. Point of control, but also we've got an order block here. We also have the dreaded 3-candle move where you have the one sandwiched in between. I'm just going to go ahead and mark that off, and we shall see what comes of that later on. There we go. All right, we'll see if we reject either of these levels on Bitcoin. Guys, the S&P, I'm going to just switch it over real quick to a little bit of the indices, and then we can get in stocks and we can get into altcoins after that. But yeah, the S&P 500 broke out into a new all-time high today, getting up to 6,523 points. Pretty crazy to see the S&P 500 continuing to set new all-time highs, and getting a little bit of a pullback, of course. Still within the triangle or rising wedge. So, yeah, still, so technically hasn't even broken out of this consolidation or correction or accumulation. I mean, it keeps going higher. So, so yeah, we do have this little zone over here that we could come back down to and get a bounce off of. I mean, if the S&P goes down, I mean, we might see a lot of stuff go down with it. But right now, it's looking okay. Hold on, go back. Daily, still above the 50. What about the 4 hour? 4 hour still above the 50. Did we put in? Yeah, we got a little bit of a bearish divergence here. I mean, it's a slight bearish divergence. So maybe get a pullback on it. I mean, it's pulling back now. Let's see if it can hold the high and get a bounce from there. So I'll be watching that on the S&P. The NASDAQ also got a push up today. Did not set a new all-time high, but it is pretty close. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close to its all-time high. Now, a little bit of, now, I don't see the head and shoulders, but I do see these equal lows. I did have them marked off, so still want to watch those equal lows. If the S&P does get that pullback down to the bottom of the support level right here of the wedge, then we could see, that's when we could see the NASDAQ come down, take these equal lows on the inside of these internal equal lows. That's what I was trying to go for. Internal meaning inside of the swing moves. So if you ever hear me say internal or external liquidity, I am specifically talking about, let me just go ahead and, nope, path tool. So let's say price is moving up, okay, and it creates these equal lows, and then it moves up, and it creates a low, and moves up. Of course, I would do that. Moves up, equal highs, equal lows. Typically, you will see to push up first, another low, another high. Bang, 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 bang. Let me just stop right there, okay? Now, if price comes down, and then we come up, and then we go down again. Actually, if I'm just like this, there we go. So imagine prices come down, and we've pushed up, and inside of this push up, we create a bunch of lows within it. So the range is from this low to the previous high. So we'll just say this is the high. Really messed up. Let me just pull this back here. There we go. So anything within this, from this high to this low, that's within the range. And this is going to be your internal range liquidity, along with anything that's over here as well. Let's say this is coming down. We create the equal highs, and then we come down. So we got the equal highs. I mean, it's kind of slanted, but it's okay. It's just a drawing. So what you would kind of look for is you want to see, all right, do we take the equal? If we take the equal highs and then immediately reject, then I would look for a short to come down all the way back down to these equal lows over here, because I've got all this built up liquidity. I know there's stop losses at every single one of these lows, long stops. So I would expect for price to go for the upper range liquidity up here and then shift to the lower range liquidity down here. Now this is your internal range liquidity. If this is a swing level, this is going to be your external range liquidity. This is where you look for sweeps. There we go. This is where you look for sweeps to grab liquidity. I'm always right clicking. I can't help it. You look for the sweep of the liquidity, and then you look for a bullish candle close back inside of the range. So if you get that, then you want to target back to the upper side of the range. Hope all of that made some sense. Rib chat, what's going on, Kelly? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh my God, ribs, I need dinner. There you go. Look at that. I already ate. Because it's not 7 o'clock for me. It is 9:21. So yeah, NASDAQ continuing to push up. And the Dow Jones, well, and potentially coming down to sweep those equal lows. Internal range liquidity. So, yeah, the Dow Jones kind of was, I mean, it closed positive on the day, but it just did a bunch of wick action, but we did not sweep the high, so don't think we have to worry about a swing failure pattern or anything like that, but it might do the same thing and look for internal range liquidity. We do have a 1 hour fair value gap here. Nice order block right here. Oh, right there. There. Yeah, I'd look for price to probably come down here to the 45,339 level. At least pull a fib here. Just so you know, guys, it's not financial advice. All right. Do we have anything there? We have the 786 right below that. So you could definitely get down there. Yeah, I mean, it would get down into the order block and then get a bounce. Potentially. Yeah, that's what I would be looking for on the Dow Jones. If you're a trader of the Dow Jones, I don't even know if you are or not. Let's see, Apple was up 0.9%. We had Amazon up 1.08%, Google up 2%, Meta up, these are the the Magnificent Seven. Meta 0.5%, Microsoft a little over 0.5%, Nvidia down 0.79%, and Tesla down 1.04%. And of course, these make up a ton of NASDAQ. So if they're not going to do great, then the NASDAQ's not going to be doing too great. Ooh, David should make a wiener dog emoji for your pup. Wait, what? Who's got a wiener dog? Alexander G sent me here. Mad love fam. Stopped by to smash like. Where you been, all set? What do you mean sent you here? What? Are we not friends anymore, all set? Wait, who's got the wiener dog? Alexander G? I don't know. All right, so let's go over. Oh, let's take a look at the Russell. What did it do today? Yeah, I got getting the pullback, of course. Anchor Gang. What's the Anchor Gang, JR? What's going on, JR? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to crypto. This actually looks like it's definitely getting ready for an ABC. Getting ready for a C leg of an ABC in here. Potentiality. All right, it might not go down that. I mean, the low looks juicy, but we do have a fair value gap in here, so I would look for it to get a bounce off of that. At least temporarily. Yep, we'll see. We'll see what the Russell does. Now that would be breaking this upwards trend here. It's already breaking it right now. So, but yeah, that definitely makes this downwards move on the Russell even more likely. So, I mean, everything is kind of getting a little bit of a pullback right now, it seems like. Hey fam, sorry, work sent me to Florida last minute. Oh, dang. Well, you're in Florida, so at least the weather's nice, right? Or is it hot? Is it like super humid in Florida right now? I tell you what, it has been absolutely gorgeous here lately. Oh man, we usually get this we get like 2 weeks of good weather. We get 2 weeks of fall, and then it goes back to summer for like a couple of weeks, and then we just go to winter. Typically, we'll see. All right. I don't think we care about bonk. Do we care about bonk? Let me go to where I know I've got something. Coins I know. Let's look at this list. Let's go take a look at Ethereum. It's in the coins I know. Okay. I was looking for a rejection off this level, but I don't remember why. 15. Maybe an order block in here. What did it come up to? Came up to this. This. Nope, didn't make that one. But it's going to be these last two candles. So if you have... So when it comes to order blocks, sometimes you're not just taking the last green candle. Sometimes... Or red candle. Sometimes you are... If there are two there, if the last two candles are green, you want to take that whole thing, okay? You want to take both those candles. If it's just one, you can take one. If it's three, yes, take all three. Like these three right here. Now this didn't hold. It got broken, but not with any kind of conviction. Nothing created a fair value gap after it broke this. So that doesn't show any, that shows weakness. It doesn't show strength. It was barely able to, it pierced through it twice and got rejected hard. And then it got to the top over here and we got a bearish engulfing candle. And then it went down from there. So yep, holding, putting the, so that's on the 15-minute. So 15-minute order block. Let's take a look at that hourly. I mean, yeah, giant hourly order block. Straight down. So yeah. Ethereum, let's see where are we at on. Okay, so we've come down to the golden pocket. So we want to see it come up and get above this high at 45.17. Get above that high at 45.17. We have a fair value gap sitting right above that, so that's a liquidity pool. So come up to the liquidity pool. If Bitcoin is going to come and sweep the lows, Then Ethereum will likely do the same. Not always, but very likely will do the same. If Bitcoin wants to go ahead, I don't know. I don't know if Bitcoin will sweep all of its lows, like the very low, the lowest of the lows. But I did show you guys the potential of sweeping all those lows. Feeling rusty now. Didn't take a trade since last week. Shouldn't be rusty. You should be rested. I think you'll be just fine. Fine, just fine. Take the high, take the high, take the high. Come down. Essentially want to see that trend line get broken before we start thinking about any swing longs. So if you're a swing trader, you want to see the overall trend getting, changing on at least on the 1 hour. Really want to see it on the 4 hour, but I mean, the main thing is the high in here. These highs are relatively close to each other. They're not equal highs. They're not even relatively equal highs technically, but they will be areas of interest for future price action, in my opinion. 1, 2, 3. I mean, that is technically an ABC. If this can get a shift, market structure shift, and then take out this high over here at 46.24, and we do have this little high right here. It's got to break it. It's got to do something nice. It's got to push and then consolidate and then push. I want to see something like that to think about getting long. Because if not, if it's weak and it gets rejected and we come back down and we just kind of chop about, then it'll probably do something like that. If it doesn't just outright reject that downwards trend line. So either way, I'm still just holding off. I'm just waiting to. I'm just looking for longs, to be honest, on altcoins right now. So especially ones that are lagging behind. Those are ones that I would definitely want to see, or that I'm definitely interested in taking longs in on. And of course, at any moment now, we could have some kind of random, news about the government picking a crypto to do economic data or to whatever, bring economic data on chain, just like the Pive network and Link today. Now look at Link. Link is down 3.58% since the start of the day. Since the start of the new day. I know I was just on XRP, but I just thought about this. Let's go down to the hourly. A little bit of head and shoulders in here. Are we getting a head and shoulders? Kind of. Now, if I see something like this, a head and shoulders that looks like this, where it's not flat, where it's not flat like this, where you get a shoulder, when the neckline is flat, instead it's rising. Something like this, I'm just looking for, we'll do the head, and I'm just looking for this high, the last high before, whatever the last high ends up being, but I'm just looking for the last high prior to the breakdown of the neckline, and then I'm taking that measured move and I'm placing it there. If I was more bearish, I would place it at or if it was more flat, rather. If it was more flat, I would be more bearish. But I want to play this one kind of conservatively because it is showing a little bit of strength, and it may just want to come down and sweep internal lows, these internal lows, and then come down here. What am I doing? This is where we were. There we go. Got a little bit sidetracked. My fault. Come down, sweep all of these internal range lows, and then look for the reversal from there. Let's see. So this general zone, let's just get rid of this. Kind of have just like this general zone in here. Okay. So we can see, you know, we've used this area as support temporarily. It fell through, used it as resistance. I can actually bring this up a little bit. Here we go. So this is when we broke through it. So showing a bit of weakness. Come up, more weakness, fell through again. Could not break back above that level. Hit it a few times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then it just finally broke. Came back up to it, came right back up to that level, rejected it once, twice. Then once we finally broke through it, we started to build some highs moving up, and then we want to come back down because we know that there's liquidity in there. So we know price will naturally want to get down there. I'd say on the conservative end, we're looking for $20.93. On the more aggressive side, we could look for $18.78 from low to high on the fib. Now, if it wants to act right, thank you. Now I could go. This is this low. So we do have the 786 right here at 18,581. And on this one, we have, right above the golden pocket. So, essentially, it's looking for longs, looking for a bounce in this zone. That's the one. Looking for a bounce there. So price comes down, bounce either there, or price comes down, bounce there. Take out highs, take out downward sloping resistance, look for the longs, and then go. That's what I would like to see, but I would actually prefer if it kind of did a little bit more straight up action. And just kind of, because it's kind of building those lows in there. So we don't want to see that, right? So I'd almost want to rather it come down just to the golden pot, because then we kind of, where it's a little bit more even on that. Like so. I'd say maybe this one's tough because I don't know that I really like the way that this looks. Actually, I like the way this looks. That's yeah, that's kind of a flat correction. And then continuation to the upside. That looks a lot better. That doesn't look like it's just engineered liquidity just building up to try and get us to go long before it just comes down and sweeps all the lows. I can always count on you, J.R. Eco, what's going on, Eco? How you doing? I'm just all up in this chat. All up in these charts. Arrow, Soul, VVV. VVV was one we were looking at yesterday, wasn't it? Didn't we look at VVV? I'm pretty sure it was. Breakout, back test. There's some crazy. This is like early. This is almost like chain link price action. Built up lows in here. Ooh, be careful. Be careful. Let's see it put in another high. Okay, let's see this put in another high. Unless you just want, I mean, you can go long here if you want, but if I was to go long here, which, I mean, if I was looking for a swing long, then I'm depending on where the low ends up being. If this was the low, I got in here to the golden pocket. Stop loss below the low. Want to do 3-to-1 maybe? That might work. Not too bad. I can dig it. If I was to get in it right now, and I see price come up and break above the 236, then I would come down here and I would move this closer to this low. Kind of help me out on my risk reward versus risk. Yeah. Once it got up to the 0.382, I would move my stop loss to break even. Take half off there and then let the rest ride to the next target. Metallica, already 15% my account on my long. Gotcha. Wait, what? You're risking 15? Don't be risking 15%. I think you're just saying you use 15% of your account in margin, right? Let's see. We've got Soul Train, as Tradefly likes to call it. Soul Train. Oh yeah. This is looking bully. Still looking bully. It is putting in the sketch. The sketch moves in here. This thing needs to really get like pushing. Needs to get pushing. Because if it doesn't, then we're looking at the sweep of those lows like that again. But if it can get a nice break, go down to the shorter term time frames, look for a back test, continuation, then this could be looking mega bullish. All right, now we're sitting at $216.36. Go ahead and put an actual trend line on here. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Breakthrough, back test, and go. That's what I would look for on Soul. This is a daily chart, so let's go down to the 4-hour. A little bit of a bullish divergence, kind of putting in a bearish divergence, so I want to be careful here. We do have several hits of the highs. As we're putting in much higher lows. I mean, but this is the current pattern in here. I want to connect as many highs as possible. I'll just do it like that. So we've already broken that. We've broken this high. We've broken back above these highs. Sauna may be one to consider getting in. Not financial advice if you're not already in it. Thank you. There. God. Get rid of that. $15. Hmm. I just don't like. I've got a man. I just so. It's just so just. Ugh. I just don't like the price action. I need moves like this. Hate just slop chop. Just. I mean, yeah, it's going higher, but it's just leaving behind so many lows. And all I can just think is liquidity. And it'll probably just keep going higher. But like I look for stuff like this because I see those lows getting put in, and I just look for the moves to come down and sweep the lows. Now I didn't sweep this one. Did not sweep this one. Instead it said miss me with that. But I mean, showing a little bit of weakness here, so it might actually come down back to some demand in here. So you see it break this high, fail to really get a bounce off of that high. So it might just be pushing up for one last gasp before it gets the reversal down. There's another example. Just building up the lows and then push through. This is what I'm looking for on Bitcoin, is that pullback and then the move down. And this one comes up here too. Break through, pull back. Might be a good time to take a short on Solana. Oh, that's a long. I did it again. There's not a little bit of a manipulation move here. Did close above this over here. Showing a little bit of weakness here. Bearish divergence between this high and this high. This high. Not this high. That's a tough one. I like it though. Can do either a 2.5 to 1. We do actually do this right here. Take a fib, low. Right there, right below the golden pocket. I'm good with that. I mean, I would at least probably take some profit at this low here. And then at the golden pocket, close it out there. I'd be good with that. I mean, a 2.75 RR is not bad. Not really showing. Let me go down to the 5. So we're above the 50 on the 5 and the 15. So it's kind of iffy. I don't really holding the highs up here, just kind of consolidating. It's friggin' Asia, so who knows? Unless we have equal lows. There's my excuse. I just don't want it to get a manipulation move, like a swing failure pattern, and then come down. Of course, if it did do that, then, I mean, my stop loss would get it, and I could just set another trade where my stop loss would be. We just do the same thing. Better risk reward. Oh, I feel like a drink, but I'm gonna wait till gaming and trading with OC. A man needs boundaries and discipline. Yeah, maybe a bandage. How you doing? Good evening. Good evening, Jay Violet. Good morning to you. Good morning. Um, so yeah, LBC makes this look easy. Ah, it is easy, man. That's the thing. It's there's people that I think that aren't as intelligent as me. I know that's real conceited or whatever, but I mean, I'm just saying. But they somehow, outtrade me. So what am I supposed to think about that? You know what I mean? It's just like anybody can do it because literally all it takes is a decent strategy and discipline. It's all trading is. Decent strategy, discipline. That's it, man. That's you really don't that's what it is. You've got to just be able to just do the same thing over and over and over again, essentially. And not be emotional about it. Just do it over and over again. Risk the same amount. Make it boring. And yeah, I mean, it's all it is. Dave, can you TA for algo? Yeah, I'll do algo. I'll do algo for you, Eco. Remember, this was looking kind of bullish. Yeah, a little bit. Still looking for a break of that trend. So really, I mean, this could. I'm not the biggest fan of triangles because a lot of the times they just turn into like flags, and then you get a bounce. In other words, the support doesn't vary support much. It don't be supporting, all right? So, got to be careful with this one. Main thing is breaking the downward sloping trend line and this internal high in here. Break above that, back test, and then continue to the upside. This is on the daily chart. Yeah, I mean it's I like this price action on this. I'll show you why. Because we got like consolidation and then a push up and then a bounce or a pullback and then a push up into then you get a pullback into the next demand zone here. See that downwards move right there? That's going to be my demand zone. Come down, bounce off of that, get a nice push, break this high right here. That's good. So you want to see another low get put in and then a continuation. And then I think algo would just continue to push higher as long as the overall general market pushes higher. Bitcoin stays flat, doesn't like do any kind of crazy capitulation like 10%, 20% in a day. I think it'll be okay for alts. Because I mean we're really kind of seeing what I've been talking about, what I want to see, which is Bitcoin going kind of sideways or just kind of chilling out and then having alts start to pop off. And we've been seeing altcoins starting to show some life. So, but yeah, on the upside here, I would look for this 0.114 to be the first area of resistance at 41.46 cents. Then I would want to see that get flipped into support. And if that can get flipped into support, preferably by way of consolidation and not just a quick move, I would prefer just some kind of consolidation, but either one would work. Then I would look for that 0.236. We do have some equal highs over here, so I think it would at least sweep that 0.236 at 77 cents, we'll call it 77 cents. We do have a little bit of an imbalance over here at the 0.382 at $1.19. So I would just be looking for those as my next upside levels, about 77 cents and $1.19, and potentially coming up into this last push up before this breakdown here. And that's going to be right at that 50% retracement at $1.53 and 77 cents. Think I'll play it on spot. Yeah. Yep. I mean, most of these would have been pretty good just playing on spot. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely like seeing the build up on the demand here. You get the push, and then you come back down into the demand. You come higher. One more test of that demand. Well, a couple more tests technically. Then now you come up, you break the high. Classic. That's what we want to see. And then we just want to see that level hold. We got this demand right here. So I want to see that level hold right there for algo, and look for 41.77 and $1.19 as the next levels for targets for take profits. And I'd say even a 50% retracement to a dollar. What was that? $1.53. We'll call it that. But yeah, I think yeah, we just got to be patient. A lot of stuff is going to go with Bitcoin. I kind of feel like we're seeing some movement. I feel like we're seeing some well movement. Like, I think they're getting positioned for pre alt season. So they're just kind of chilling, buying some altcoins up. Buying some altcoins up to get ready for what's coming. So we shall see. It's like my favorite phrase, apparently. I say it a lot. But we shall see. I'm always looking at this. I'm always looking at you guys. I'm like never looking at the camera. Throw them waves in the chat, guys. We're going to go ahead and head out of here. That's going to be it from me. Potentially for the week, but we could see some streams tomorrow. I don't know. I still haven't done anything on Friday or Saturday yet, so we shall see. I don't think I have anything going on today. Good news, I guess we can call it some good news, because it does keep my wife from going to work. Doctor granted her to be on bed rest because she just needs to be laying down. Okay, she's only got we only have 9 more days. 9 more friggin' days, and baby wave will be here. Baby LBC. Baby Otter. Because guess what? I was there when the Otter Gang was created. I'm essentially a founding member. And we're all otters, right? Anyways, shout out to Alex O Crypto. Yeah, typical, the usual stuff. If I don't see you this weekend, don't forget tomorrow you need to give somebody a compliment. I'm telling you, you need to do it because it'll make you feel better and it'll make them feel better and make you feel good, make them feel good. Smile, be happy, good vibes only. Go outside, touch some grass this weekend. You know what to do. Spend time with the family, friends, whatever it is. Just enjoy yourself. Get away from the charts. I know it's hard, but they're not going anywhere. So just set you some alerts in case anything crazy happens. And just enjoy yourself. Unless you're new to trading and you're just trying to study as much as you possibly can before things really start to pop off, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you all. Don't forget to join the Discord. Don't forget to hit the like on your way out. Don't forget to sub to the channel if you're new. I appreciate each and every single last one of you. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep and an even more radical weekend. I love you all. Mad love. And God bless. Ride the waves. And moon gods bring us those gains. Bye.
On the chart like a beast in the zone, praying to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's holy promo, sacrifice fiat, sun in the pump, altars of alpha, wallets get plump, lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, and I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains. Light up the sky, burn off our chains. Bring us the gains. Eyes wide shut, undivine with the play, spirit in sync with the market's phase. Confluence hit, I go full send. Lambo dreams that never end. Fibonacci carved in stone, sacred trend lines, bullish tone. Chart prime whispers in my ear. Take the trade, release the fear. Burn the down, cleanse the wick. Let the din be real quick. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains. The bulls bring all our chains to the moon with crypto flames. Oh moon gods, bring us the gain. Eyes on the chart like a priest in the zone, praying to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's holy promo, sacrifice fiat, sun in the pump, altars of alpha, wallets get plump, lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, now I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon